Hello everyone, we are going to start shortly. I'm making sure that everything is good. So by the way, let me know where you're joining me from. It's been a while. I hope you didn't miss me so much. And you know the usual. Let me know the pairs you want me to analyze. Okay, you know the drill. And also, let me know if the microphone is clear and loud. If you can hear me, that is the sound. Today is going to be awesome. Okay, the screen you're looking at now is a trade I took this morning on my Hola Prime account. You know, the Hola Prime account, I only take the trades during the live stream. Though we have some people saying you can take it anytime, but I still want to get a convincing answer to that. If I can trade it anytime, and then I update you during the live. So you let me know in the comment section. So by the way, if you don't know, Hola Prime is a prop firm that allows you trade and then pay you within 1 hour once you make money. All right, their payout is within 1 hour, and that's why I like them. If you want to join them, the link is in the description of this video and also in the live chat. I've done a video about Hola Prime. If you haven't seen the video, I will put the link at the end of this live stream so you can go watch it. All right, so we have, let me look at the chat. Isaiah, no, that is Oguntoye. Oguntoye says, so excited to get this info. All right, so I believe Oguntoye is in the house. 1 minute, let me quickly send out the info that we are live. Okay, I don't want you guys to miss anything, so I'm going to be a bit patient before I start so that you catch along the analysis. And if you want to go ahead and trade, you are free to do that. All right, and I will tell you why I'm in a buy on UK 100. That's the FTSE. And as you know, it's a swing trade. It's a swing trade. I'm a swing trader, and that is why I use the Prime account with Hola Prime, the Prime Challenge, 1 step Prime. All right, I'm still in the challenge phase because of the frequency of trades. For some time now, I've not been coming up live. There have been some personal issues I have to deal with. All right, so that's out of the way. I should be more regular going forward. In the chat there, we have Alex. Good morning, Mr. Raba. I miss you so much. I'm glad that you are back. Gold and Euro USD. Thanks. Yeah, Alex, I miss you guys too. I miss you. Your comment, everything. I am fine. Okay. We are going to analyze that. Gold and Euro USD. That is nice. I know some people do not know that I'm live. But notwithstanding, it will be regular going forward. All right. First of all, let's go to the Hola Prime account. As you can see, I took this trade on Friday, though the swap was was heavy, but I'm okay with it. So when the market opened today, it traded down, giving me a form of drawdown, but I'm not worried because I have my stop loss locked. So I took another entry here, as you can see. So currently price is in my favor, and hopefully I expect it to go up. So I'm going to go to the trading view and show you what I was looking at and what my analysis is. So coming to trading view, whenever you want to analyze, you do what is called a top-down analysis. A top-down analysis, because this will help you position you in the right direction. And that is why it is vital to always do your top-down analysis. So where I start from is on the monthly. I go to the monthly time frame, and then I look at the overall picture. Now, the overall picture of UK 100, otherwise known as FTSE, and then in Hola Prime, let me go back to Hola Prime to show you the account name, the ticker. It's called 100 JBP. All right, more like 100 pounds. So whatever name, they are the same. The chart is the same, everything is the same. So let's go back to trading view. So if you can see on the monthly, we are extremely bullish. On the monthly, we started moving from here. This was where the movement started. The monthly became bullish. We printed more bullish candles, and then currently we are here. So my target mostly will be to take this all-time high. We take this all-time high. All right. So as I keep telling my students, I will also tell you the same thing. You don't need to sell when there's no sell setup. All right. Simple thing. I trade using the opening price. So whenever price comes to my support or my demand level, that's where I'm looking to buy. And then during the supply level, when price creates a supply, you can attempt to sell, but you need to understand the narrative. All right. If the narrative tells you to sell, then you sell. Simple as that. If the narrative do not tell you to sell, you don't sell. Even though we have a resistance here, price rejected, but the narrative did not change. So you continue buying. So right now, we tap into this support. As you can see, the support here, we are bouncing nicely and pushing upward. So I'm expecting this all-time high to be taken. That is my view on UK 100. So coming down now, why you need to come down to a lower time frame is this. Trading on the higher time frame, you need a huge capital because the pips from your saved level is very big. Okay, and if price give you a drawdown, your account size may not be able to withstand it. So you have to go to a lower time frame to see where you can put the responsible stop loss, just in case you are wrong in the short term. All right. So if you are joining us, kindly share this so that more people can join. All right. 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. So from here now, we go to your weekly and understand what the weekly market is saying. All right. So on the weekly, we have a little bit of obstacle here because we find it difficult to break this resistance. And then we created another resistance here. So overall target is this high. However, it won't be an easy journey because of this resistance on the road. So what I'll be doing is I'll be monitoring the price level around there, possibly closing some trades. All right. And then watch what happens. If market closes above this, then we target this. So that is the idea I'm having. And the reason for the push also is market respecting this level. So we should be able to move from level to level. From level to level. That's very important. Now, once you exhausted every possibility on the weekly, where price will go, you then plan your execution. So on that note, you go to your daily. And this was the area where trades should start coming in because this is the opening price. But as you can see from the screenshot, I already took the trade on Friday somewhere here. All right, because I was looking at this quasi-model. So when price came down, I took the trade. I held it over the weekend. And yes, Hola Prime, you can hold trades over the weekend. So there's nothing wrong with it. It all depends on the account. I'm going to walk you through the account you need. All right, to get the swing trading account on Hola Prime. So you can see there, yeah, price came back down. I took another entry, and then currently we are pushing higher. So that is where we are currently, and I'm going to monitor this and give you an update as time goes by. Good. So I'm going to work on gold now. Gold has refused to slow down. So let's look at it. The last time we were analyzing this, I think we were somewhere here where I was telling you that gold will have to hit the all-time high. I actually took some trades in my own personal account, and then I got out of the trade, expecting the market to give me a form of retracement so I can enter again. As you can see, a very strong bullish candle still printing. So gold is around 3,007. No sign of slowing down. So what is the directional bias for gold on the monthly? Obviously, as you can see, the chart is bullish. I remember back then when I started trading many years ago, when price is in this all-time high, I'll be looking for sell because I didn't have a solid strategy. I'll be scared that if I enter here, price may start coming down. So let me simply sell so that when it comes down, I make money. But price keep going higher because of the statement that says sell high and buy low. So that statement do not work here. It's right from gold, yeah. What you need to do is to have a lay down strategy. A strategy that will tell you when to buy and when to sell, not a general quote. Because those things have a way of affecting your trades. So from here, we're going to go to the weekly. And see what the weekly is saying. So on the weekly time frame, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive bullish candles on the weekly. That's crazy. There's no point you looking for a sell on gold unless you can catch within the lower time frame spike or dip. But if you are a trader that look at long term, like a swing trader like myself, I won't be looking for sell. Instead, I'll wait for a buy setup to form before I buy. So the weekly is bullish. We started the bullish move from this accumulation here. We accumulated here and then we pushed higher. So let's go to daily to see if there's any possibility. This was a trade setup I missed. Even last week, I missed this, and because I was busy, I missed this. This was the best area for us to have taken the trade. But as it stands, we have to wait for price to give us a bearish candle. All right. So on the daily now, no, this is 4 hour. Price came down. This was the best area to have taken the trade. So as it stands now, you simply wait for a push down. All right. Any push down, then you take your buy. Gold has been crazy. That's if it will give you a bearish candle. All right. So if you are not in the train, you have to wait till the train comes back, because the market has moved without you. Euro USD. We're going to look at the monthly. So as you can see here, Euro USD is interesting. We have a resistance here, and we created a new resistance. Price push in. I'm currently rejecting from the resistance. That doesn't mean the direction has changed. However, there's every possibility that price will give us a push down. So how do you know this? You have to go to the weekly. All right. But for the weekly, price is still bullish on the weekly. So for me, I'll be looking for bullish trades until it reverses. So this is what I would do. Always mark the opening price on your candle or on your chart. Like this last week, before this week started, you could have marked this area. When price came in, that's the area where we start looking for buy. That's how I trade. Very simple. So as it stands now, this is a bullish movement. Let's go to the daily. On the daily, you can see we rejected from here and price is pushing up. This is a bonus for you. If this candle closes bullish, price come back in here, you can pull the trigger for a buy. You can pull the trigger for a buy. All right. All right. Okay, looking at NAS 100. So the first thing you need to do is to ask yourself, what is the direction on this time frame I'm looking at? If you can answer those questions correctly, or at least 8 out of 10, then you are halfway there. What this does is that it puts you at the right side of the market. And that's how I teach. That's what I teach. I teach you to understand the direction of the market. The other part is knowing at what level will price move. For example, let's assume that the market here is bullish. All right. How do you know that price will respect this opening price and not this, not this, not this? That is where you are going to learn from me. All right. I'm not claiming that I know exactly how price will move from here, but with the blueprint, it will help you to know if you are to continue selling in the lower time frame until you see a buy in the lower time frame to push the price up. So if you want to understand, you can check the description at the end of this video and join my newsletter. I have a free mini course for you. You can join and then learn the basics of how I trade. So the monthly is bullish. We started the bullish movement from here. We aim at the all-time high. We were able to get some trades together before I went off. All right. Then on the weekly now, weekly also is bullish. So for me, if price can come back down, because I already exited this trade, I'm not in this trade. So for me to join, I have to have different levels to join. So my first level will be this opening price on the weekly. This is a swing trade if it gives it to me. But if I go to lower time frame and I see a level above this, I will also mark it and then monitor on how to take the trade from there. So this is the weekly level I'm looking at. If price come here on the weekly, I will buy 100%. I'm not going to second guess. I will pull the trigger. Now, it takes time before it gets here. There are a lot of pips, a lot of movement. What if price just push to this level, it didn't get here, and then push up? Okay, it's possible. So that is where the lower time frame comes in. So in the lower time frame, we have this level. So I'll be monitoring this level. Let me see how price respect this level. But my best level for a buy on the daily will be here. So if price come to this level, I'm going to buy instantly. This year, I'll treat it as an intraday. Intraday trade. And this kind of trade, I have to be on my system to monitor it. Intraday, you have to be there watching it. When it gets to a level of resistance, that's where you take off your trade. But this level here, I consider it a swing trade. I can hold it till the end of the day, till the following day. Okay, so if you are just joining, let me know where you're joining from. What I mean is the country, and then give me 2 currency pair or 2 instruments for me to analyze. Before you joined, we've talked on UK 100, which is the FTSE, and I'm currently on a trade there. Let me show you. I'm currently in a trade. On Friday, I was in a trade, and this morning, I took another trade here. So I'm hoping price should push higher. I'm bullish on this. All right. So if you are joining us late, just a simple wrap. And then we have also analyzed gold and Euro USD. So maybe at the end of the live stream, you can take your time and rewatch it. Take note of those key levels I mentioned, and then watch to see what happens. And that is how you learn. You can also take the trade if you want to, but it's only at your own risk. There's a disclaimer. I'm not the financial advisor. Very important. What I'm doing here is simply educational purpose to help and assist you become a better trader. There's no guarantees in trading. So I will not sit here and guarantee that you're going to make money or guarantee you're going to make a loss. No form of guarantees. But what I can assure you is that I'll be taking a trade. But remember, once it gets to the resistance, I'll be taking it off because it's what? Intraday. For those of you that don't know what intraday is simply a trading style that when you take a trade on a particular day, you close that trade on that same day. Why a swing trade? When you take a trade today, for example, and you are holding it for more than 2 days, that is swing trading. You can hold a swing trade for even a week. Then position trades are trades you hold for months. Then scalping. Scalping These are trades you take in and out within minutes. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you are out. That is scalping. And those who trade this simply go to the lower time frame to trade. So these are my trade setups for NAS 100. Price comes to this level, I want to take a trade, an intraday trade. Then I will monitor. If it comes deep, I'm going to load up because the market is bullish. All right, the market is bullish, as you have seen here. So if you have any question, put it in the chat. And don't forget to let me know the pairs you want me to look at. Now we are going to go to pounds USD. Now, before I go to pounds USD, let me quickly introduce you to the broker. No, not the broker, the prop firm where I took those trades. I'm showing you. So if you take a look at this is Hola Prime website. And as you can see here, #1 prop firm in the US. We pay our traders in hours, in 1 hour. We pay our traders in 1 hour. This is their USP, their unique selling proposition. And so far, they have been delivering within that 1 hour payout. If you go down, you are going to see their credibility. They have been featured on Forbes, Yahoo, Forex Street, FX Mag, Daily Forex, and many others. And also they've bagged some recognition award. They offer Forex and futures. Forex and futures. All right. So you can click here to buy a challenge. Use the link in the description or in the chat, the pinned comment in the chat to access this. All right. Once you join them, let me know so that I will put you together in a group so we can monitor. I can monitor your progress and help you become a better trader. So why this company? #1, they are the first to pay out your earnings within 1 hour, and they publish daily transparency reports. The Forex industry is known for shady practices. So if a company is coming out to tell you that they will be transparent or they are transparent with their pricing, that is a plus. All right. And then they also help you with one-on-one mentorship. You want, and it's for free. Me, I will charge you money. They are helping you for free. All right. All you need to do is to join their Discord and then request for the one-on-one. They are going to give you a personal person that will walk you through, help you become better and understand their platform. Because they have different platforms where you can trade on. I am an OG. I trade on MT5 or MT4. But there are other ones, DX trades and the rest, which they also offer. So these are real people, real payout. And then you can see all this amount was successfully paid within an hour. All right, whenever they request. So why top traders trust Hola Prime? One-on-one mentorship, 1 hour payout, and they're starting at $48. And then they are featured in Forbes, very important. And they have up to 300K challenge. I did more of a video, which I'm going to put it at the end of this live stream, so you can watch that video, because I went in detailed about Hola Prime. So if this is what you want, feel free to join. I can stick my neck out for this firm. And again, why I love them is that they are regulated. So this is very important. Maybe with time, every other prop firm will follow suit. So as you know me, I don't trade prop firm because of the bad nature of the business ideas. Many of them make money from traders' challenges. They don't care about your growth. But with Hola Prime, they care about your growth, and they took steps to do some basic things like that regulation. Number one thing for me, number one thing. All right. So let's go back to our analysis. So far, the trade is good. Once I get more trades, I'll let you guys know. So let me see those in the comment section. Let's chat. Blessed Thomas says, so is this buy or sell? Which pair, please? Let me know. Blessed Thomas, which pair are you talking about? Blessed Thomas, are you there? Or Blessed Princess? Sorry. Blessed Princess says, so is this buy or sell? So what I want to know is, which pair are you talking about, so I can answer your question. And by the way, it's a good question. So I believe it should be on this Euro USD trade. Now, if you are having concern of if this is a buy or sell, this is how the Forex market works, or this is how good traders reason. There are categories of trader. First of all, you have to develop a trading plan, which will be solely around your strategy. All right. For me, my strategy makes me more of a swing and intraday trader, not scalping. I don't scalp because of my nature of lifestyle. I have other things I do. All right. So I won't be able to spend a lot of hours on the chart pursuing trades. So what I do is I have a system that tells me when to buy and when to sell. So your question here says, is this a buy or a sell? Neither for now. This is what you need to know. Overall direction of the market is a buy. But knowing or making sure that you enter at a good price is very important, because of what is called drawdown, especially when you are working with a prop firm, which they have limit, what is it called? Maximum lot size and maximum drawdown. There's what they call maximum drawdown, That is a particular percentage of your account you are not allowed to lose. This is a buy. I can open a buy and hold it for 1 month, for 1 week. Even though price come down, it will eventually push up. But how big is your account size? Yes, this one I noticed. So the question you ask yourself is, if you are buying here, what is the yardstick for buying? All right, and where will be your stop loss? I can recommend you to buy here because price has tapped into this opening price. But for me, I'm not too convinced about this, because the point of invalidation is if price close below this. So what I'm telling you here is you have to be patient. When you are trading, patience is an important factor for a trader. So for me, I would rather say you buy when price comes into this zone here, and then you place your stop loss a few pips below. I have a way of placing stop loss. That is only, I've already taught my student how to do that. So the question of if it's a buy or sell, it depends. If you are a scalper, you can go to the maybe 15 minutes and then look for a way, like when price came into this point, you can buy, it pushes up, you sell. But I don't trade that way. All right. So the way I trade, I allow the market tell me what to do. So I am expecting it to trade lower a little bit before I can pull the trigger. So overall direction is a buy. Overall direction. I have someone that once he knows the direction, he simply open a buy here and close his trade. After 1 week, he comes back to check. But the problem is he has a very big account size. So even if price is going down, it doesn't wipe out his profit. It's called drawdown. It doesn't mean you are wrong. It just simply means you have area like a cushion before price start pushing up. And what some people do is, as it comes down, they add more buy. Comes down, they add more buy. All this depending on your account size. All right. But since I'm working with a prop firm for this particular video here, I'll wait for price to come to my level where my stop loss will not be too huge. Okay. For example, my stop loss might be this here. If I'm entering here, I can put a stop loss here. You can see the distance is not much compared to if I'm buying here and my stop loss is here. You can see the distance is wider. All right. So when it comes to trading, it's not about buying or selling. It's about buying at the right price and selling at the right price. That is where patience comes in. Because if you are not patient, you are going to lose. It will affect your mental health. Yes, because let's assume you took it buy here and price is trading down and you are seeing negative $100, negative $200. You know the way you'll be feeling. Pain. That pain can make you close the trade, even when it comes to the area where you're supposed to buy. Immediately you close the trade, price will start pushing up. So in order to avoid all of this, have a plan. All right. And one of those plans is having a trade setup and wait for price to get to that trade setup. Even though overall direction is bullish, you have to wait for price to come to your area of interest. Some people call it point of interest. Once it gets there, you pull the trigger. All right. So I believe I've answered your question. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, okay? I'm used to saying comment. And also, Blessed, let me know the pair you want me to analyze. So let's look at pounds. I was about to look at pounds. So pounds is also interesting. So right here, you can see a rejection currently. Remember, this candle is still forming, the monthly candle. You have to wait till it closes before you can say the market is bearish or the market has changed direction. Because the way it is on the monthly, market is still very bullish. And then I have this monthly level. One. Let me change it to purple. When you see the purple line, it simply means my monthly level. Okay. So, and this. So these are the support. These are resistance here. So price trade into resistance. Resistance did its job to push the price down. But is it good enough to change the direction? Those are the narrative you look for. Because every market has its own narrative. That narrative will be, is it bearish or is it bullish? Once you know the narrative, trading becomes a bit easier, because what you need to now work on is working on your entry. Okay, knowing the right level to take your trades. So right now, price rejected there, came back into the monthly support. These are areas where you start buying. Anyway, these are areas you start buying. I will not be selling until I get the confirmation that markets wants to sell on the monthly. Okay, so when price trade back to this level and to this level, those are the areas where you start looking for a buy entries. So we go to the weekly. We have a very strong case of a bearish move here, because you are closing below the reversal opening price. If you don't know the reversal opening price, I have done several videos on my channel about the opening price. Simply type opening price on my channel, or type opening price Raba Fx on YouTube. You are going to see it. All right, so consume it. I'm going to do more videos on the opening price very soon, so it will help you. So for now, there's something you need to understand about time frames and time frame mechanics. Time frame A may be bullish, and then time frame B is bearish. All right, so that's what I'm seeing on this weekly. The weekly is bearish. So if price trade back into this area, we're looking for a sell. Okay, I'm looking for a sell. But overall, we determine this market is a sell. So you have to be patient for a push up before you sell. All right. And I won't be surprised if the market is going ranging from level to level, from levels to levels. Okay. So this is what I'll do. I'll form a buy to sell scenario so that I can have what is called an edge trade. An edge trade. Now I will explain this edge trade. An edge trade is you taking a buy and later taking a sell trade. In this example, I'll look for a way to buy into this area because we have conflicting time frames, directional bias. So when I buy into this time frame, as price push up, I'll be bullish. I'll be in profit. So that when I execute a sell, I already have a profit that I can hedge against the sell trade, just in case the sell trade do not sell through. Okay, that's what we call edge. I'm going to make a separate video on that because I've used it several times. I'm going to pick one of my examples and show you how I executed it. But for this, I will adjust this level and focus on here first to sell. All right, so pounds is having more of a sell trade than the buy. Let's go to 4 hour to see. Yeah, I recommend my students to let go of that pair. You don't need to, trading does not need to be difficult. If it's complex, you leave that pair. Look for a pair that have a easy setup for you. All right, don't form Jagaban that you can trade all the currency pair, even though they're not clear. You want to prove a point. You are not the market maker. All right, so pick easy trades. Pick easy trades. Low hanging fruit. Pick those fruits. Don't look for the fruit that is at the top of the tree. Pick the low hanging fruit and get out. All right, that's what I can say. That's my advice on pounds USD. Okay, so the last one I'm going to look at is US 30, and then from there I'll call it a day. Tomorrow we are going to have a New York session. New York session. Okay, that will be around 1 p.m. live stream, 1 p.m. So don't miss it. Don't miss it for anything. So first thing first is on the monthly. So on the monthly, yeah, you can see higher we go. There's no resistance at all. The last resistance we've closed above, so this signal more bullish push, and we are already taking the all-time high. And I keep saying you don't need to sell if you don't have a resistance or a supply area. Why are you selling? Why are you selling this? Unless you go to your lower time frame, you see a resistance, you sell for a scalp. But I'm not a scalper. All right. So yeah, there are no resistance. So I'm not looking to sell. If market wants to push down, I will tell you why market will push down without a resistance. Most times is as a result of profit taking. People taking profit. If you are in a buy here and you are taking a profit here, that means you are selling. So that if more people sells, more of the bigger players, if they sell, that's what the red candle will print. All right. So if they sell and price push to this level, I will be willing to buy. I'll be looking for buy entry until I lose and the market change direction. That's the way I trade. Buy, buy, and buy. So the weekly is also bullish. So let me look on the daily if there are good areas. For me, this will be perfect area for you. If you are taking trades on this opening price here, that means your skill level is high. You have to be there to monitor just in case that level do not hold. I don't want to spill so many beans here, but at this level, these are good levels to buy. Because number one, your stop loss will be closer to your entry, which will minimize your loss. But the potential of money making is more because the risk to reward is higher. Okay, so wait for price to come down here before you buy. So that is it. After how many weeks of absent, I'm currently here, and as a result, I have a low turnout. But more people are going to watch this once the stream ends. So I'm urging you, I'm inviting you for tomorrow live stream. It will be during the New York session. So I'm going to do schedule the video, the live stream, so you'll be notified. If you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. Don't hesitate to like and share this video, this live stream. All right, it will be so much fun this week. Don't fail to join. So until then, don't forget to check out the link in the pinned comment in the chat to join Hola Prime. These are the company I'm recommending, and this is the only prop firm I'm trading since my forex fund, because since then I don't trust prop firm. But this Hola Prime is here to stay, and I urge you to take a look at them and thank me later. On that note, au revoir.